Good morning, children. Now, the continuation of lesson 1, that is part 7, I am taking now, that is page 15. Page 15, exercise K. Now, listen to your teacher, read about Roald Dahl. Fill in the blanks. So, these after explaining to you all now, I will be sending the answers. He was born in the year 1916. Second one, his parents named him after Roald Amundsen, who was a polar explorer. Number 3, he worked for the British Air Force for 7 years. 4, his first children's book was about creatures that cause problems in aircraft, called gremlins. 5, according to him, his mother was great at telling stories. 6, he passed away when he was 74 years old. Now that exercise is over. Now L. In Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, 4 children other than Charlie win the golden ticket. Augustus, a very greedy boy. Violet, a girl who keeps chewing gum. Mike, a very naughty boy. And Veruca, a girl who keeps throwing tantrums. If you could replace one of them, who would it be? Why? Create a character to replace the child. Give her or him a name and a distinct character trait, and discuss in pairs. So that we cannot do now. So once when we meet each other in class, we can discuss it and go through the exercise. Now there is another exercise, think and write. M, exercise M. Here are a set of jumbled instructions for making chocolate. Number them in the correct order. Rewrite the steps as a paragraph. Use these words in the same order to link the sentences appropriately. So now the sentences are given in the wrong order. You have to number them in the correct order and then write it as a paragraph. Now, what will be the first sentence? Now, the first sentence is, firstly, seeds of the cacao tree collected and fermented. Now, the seeds of the cacao tree, they are collected and they are fermented. Fermented means pulipikya. Then, secondly, after that, what happens? The seeds are dried, they are cleaned and roasted. After that, next comes the nibs. The shell of the seeds are removed. The cacao nibs or the part inside the seeds are collected. After that, the nibs are ground or powdered to make cocoa, which is pure chocolate in the rough form. And lastly, the cocoa is made into cocoa solids, which are used to make chocolate bars. So I will write it as a paragraph and send you the picture so you can complete it in the notebook. Now, last class I have taken the poem also, the Flint. The Flint, I have explained to you the poem. Now the poet is comparing the flint to all the precious stones, some of the precious stones, that is emerald, ruby, sapphire and opal, diamond also. And she finds that the flint is more useful and more valuable than all these other precious stones. Now study the meaning of flint given there, and I want you all to study the full 8 lines of the poem for next week. Now we will go through the exercise. Exercise A. Complete this table. Now the stone, name of the stone is given and the color we have to write. So the first one is emerald. Emerald, the color is green. The second stone is ruby. Ruby is red in color. And the third one is sapphire. Sapphire is blue in color. That is what you have to write in the table for exercise A. Now exercise B, tick the correct options. Number 1, emeralds, rubies, sapphires and diamonds are examples of exercise A. 1, A, B, C. 3 choices are given there. The answer is B. Second one, a flint is dash an emerald, a ruby, a sapphire or a diamond. A, as precious and expensive as. B, not as precious and expensive as. C, more precious and expensive than. So which is the correct answer? A flint is not as precious and expensive as an emerald, a ruby or sapphire or diamond. So B is the correct answer there. Now the third one, a flint lies in mud but it is dash precious stones. A, as pretty as. B, much brighter than. C, more useful than. So here the answer is C, more useful than. Now answer these questions with reference to the context. Why is the diamond a brilliant stone? Now why is the diamond called a brilliant stone? Yes, can you tell me? The diamond is a brilliant stone. Why? Because it shines very brightly, because all the people all over the world want to hold one diamond, want to own a diamond. Sometimes maybe you all will be having a diamond ring, a diamond chain or a pendant, anything. So people all over the world love to have a diamond with them. So diamond is called a brilliant stone. Now explain the line, an opal holds a fiery spark. Now what is the meaning of that? I have told you opal is a precious stone and it has got the ability to absorb the color of light of the things next to it. So it means that an opal has the quality of reflecting colors of the things next to it. Now third question, what does hold fire mean in the poem? Now in the poem, the poet says, an opal holds a fiery spark, but a flint holds fire. Now holds fire means the flint has the ability, the quality to start a fire when rubbed against each other. So hold fire means to start a fire. In the poem, the flint has the ability to start a fire when rubbed against each other. Now exercise D, answer these questions. Number 1, in what way is a flint different from the gemstones mentioned? Yes. Now what is, why is the flint different from the precious stones? Can you tell me the difference? The flint is an ordinary stone, it is found in the mud. But the precious stones are very valuable, they are very costly. Flint is not at all costly. Then it is not expensive as the gemstones. The flint can be used to start a fire, but these gemstones are only things of beauty. Second one, which stone is the most sought after precious stone? Which lines talk about it? Now in the poem we have, a diamond is a brilliant stone to catch the world's desire. From that line, to catch the world's desire. That means people all over the world want to own a diamond. So the most sought after stone that more people want to buy that stone is the diamond. Now there is one think and answer. Discuss and answer in pairs. Is there any significance in the use of the word but in the last line? Why or why not? Look at the last line, children. But a flint holds fire. Now the word but is very important there for the poet, because the poet thinks, she's telling us that the flint is more valuable, more useful than all these precious stones. So the word but is very of great importance in that sentence. But a flint holds fire. All the other stones cannot hold fire, cannot start fire. They are only used as things of beauty. So that is the difference there. So I will be sending you all these answers in the next class. So by the time you can study all the difficult words and the 8 lines of the poem for next week. Okay, thank you children.